It only takes you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you. All you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind. You pull that off, and guess what? They gon' oh, he a born winner. He did.
Yo, talk to him. Hey, what's up? We got a little fight coming up.
Hey you, I'm Champ 5, and shout out to the Source Talk podcast. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Looking at my road, girl, I see it's almost time. Oh yeah. I hope you're getting ready, girl, and don't forget the wine. How long is it gonna take? Tonight is just for you and I, and it's
Yes, hear ye. Only kings stand near me. Good evening, top of the sauce, man. I am wide awoke. I said, yo, so why not come on and drop a little sauce, man, this evening? I had the chance to catch up on some of my favorite narrative networks, news outlets, narrative news outlets. Because like I said, some of us was actually really doing the job. A lot of us are just hating on the ones and jealous of the ones that are doing it. And I said that I was going to spice it up this week, as I did. Shout out to my daughter. Yes, my daughter. Queens, Nasaya, and Narina for stealing the show. Salute to my guys, though.
Yeah.
Yes, we are vibing, man. Like I said, I got a chance to catch up on the narrative, guys. And the narratives will still continue to change. But like I did earlier, we talked about one of the hottest in the games right now. And Boots, Jerron, and it's Mr. Catch Your Body. You got these boys switching their narratives up, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. If you smell something stinking, it's me, because I'm the shit. Yes, I'm loving it. Shout out to Lord of the Rings, man. I am loving it, man. You goof tubers, not only are you changing your narratives, you no longer want to, because you can't. And I'm loving I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. The tables are finally turning. I am seeing how your quote unquote champions are nothing but cappers. Yes, cappers, because that's all they doing is capping and tweeting when the actual gladiators are competing. Hopefully you caught that sauce. And yes, shout out to my guy. Yes, my guy, Jihad Tucker. And don't worry, yes, the interview came out. You couldn't hear the audio because, to be honest with you, we were celebrating. And I really didn't plan on interviewing him because, like I said, I'm always around him. But I will give you another exclusive sauce talk interview with him with my new camera. Yes, my new camera. We upgraded the equipment. Like I said, I'm so used to just doing it off my phone that I forgot to turn on the microphone. Yeah, I have a microphone. I got the, like I said, if you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit. Yes, I'm the shit. Well, I have my own high-tech equipment now. Build your own brand, do for self. So all of the interviews you see me conducting, like I was part of the ESPN staff this fight week. Yes, that was with my equipment that I purchased, that I put in the pain and sacrifice for my daughter's company. And we reap the benefits. Yes, we are marching while these goof tubers continue to switch up their narratives. Hopefully, your donations that you guys continue to donate to these fuzzy Dunlaps, aka Posy schemers, is going to something. Because, like I said, I was at the fights, courtesy of the team. Shout out to the great people over there at ESPN and Top Rank. I was not only at the fights, I was actually ringside. When I say ringside, for real. You heard what I said? Ringside, yes. Shout out to my daughter, Coach Narina Jones, 5-year-old, pretty much a boxing royalty. Everybody knows her. She put on a show and they upgraded our seats. I was good with the seats that I had. I was damn near by the ring. If you've been to the Hula Theater, you sit in the 200 section, 200, 201, 202, and it's alphabetical order A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. If you are anywhere from H and under, you're pretty much by the ring. The fighters can hear you. It's just, different type of vibe. It's a vibe. I'm that guy. Yes, but yeah, I got the chance to check up on the narrative guys today. The narrative news pushers. He called your boy out, man. You guys disappoint me. Because you seen what he did. I'm talking about Boots, man. And he called your boy out. He called everybody out. But Jim Gray made it specific for him to stay on Spence's heels. And that's whose heels he was on. But see, you guys are narrative pushers. You guys are changing your narratives once again. But just like I told his pops, man, keep your foot on the gas. No brakes. These dudes don't want to fight no more. They want to hide. They want to do everything else but fight. Fighters want to fight, man. Fighters want to fight, man. And right now we are looking like what we need to, winners. And you guys just continue to switch up your narratives. Just like I told y'all. That's why I had to shout my man Champ 5 out. Let me put my IG up. I told Champ 5 I was conducting, just like shout out to Timothy Bradley for he had to give it up, man. Jahar had that sauce going last night. Timothy Bradley said, whoo, whoo, whoo. All right, young man. Yeah, Jahar put the binkies on him. He put the binkies on him. That's called the Lomachenko, man. Up, down, turn him. Pop, 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 pop. Yes. Broke him up, man. Shout out to Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings would say, he broke him down like a fraction. Yeah, we broke his ass up, Lord of the Rings. Broke him down like a fraction. I wish Lord of the Rings would have had his vaccination card, man. He missed a spectacle, man. It was only 2 knockouts last night on those cards. One you guys got to see on ESPN. Stunning. I'm going to get to that because I talked to that warrior numbers of times. Numbers of times. And he said it. But see, y'all listen to narrative pushers. Y'all listen to goofballs, weirdos. The man let you know. If you paid attention to the press conference, if you wasn't a hater and you watched my interview that I did with him, one-on-one interview, with my team. Shout out to my daughter, respect the shooters, Messiah Jones. Shout out to Champ 5, also there, part of the production team that night. But I made him break it down for y'all because most of y'all not real boxing people. Like I said, y'all are narrative pushers. But the man, calm and collected, young boy grabbed his belt, very disrespectful, amped up because it's his city. He had his entourage, he had his peoples with him. He was feeling good. He's supposed to. But the calm, quiet assassin, that's what I was calling him. That's why he was digging my vibes. He said, yo, it's levels. Word, it's levels. Like Lord of the Rings, I used to break up. Yeah, the man was confident, right? See, when you're confident in your ability and you're going to baptize somebody or wash them up, you don't got to do all that. You don't got to do all that. And I'm going to quote him like what he told me off the record. And that's when I knew. I looked at Champ 5 after the interview was done and we talked off the record. He went upstairs to his room. I told Champ 5, I said, yo, he's going to knock boy out, man. I was like, yo, don't blink. Yo, he's going to knock him out, man. Because you know what he said to me? And from one warrior to another warrior, and the guy that actually covers this sport and talks to the warriors, talks to the trainers, yo, he said something to me, and I knew right then. I said, yo, he's going to whoop this kid's ass, man. He said, yo, it's cool to have your entourage and all these people with you. But come Saturday night, it's me and you in that ring. I said, yo, when he told me that, I got the chills. I got the chills. If you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit. Yes, I'm the shit. When he told me that, I said, yeah, but I know you the shit. You're going to fuck this boy up, man. And sure enough, he did. And shout out to me and Coach Reem. We had the best seats in the house. Yes, we had the best seats in the house. We was right there in the white corner, adjacent of the blue corner. Subsequently, his corner. Man, they both southpaws, man. Josue came a little wide. Jose came straight down the pipe. Good night. Yeah, flat on his face, man. When as a warrior fighter, when you put a guy on his face like that, yeah, he's getting up. If he gets up, he's going to be drunk. And that's what you've seen happen, man. But like I said, he's young. He can always bounce back, man. It happens to the best of them. Like I told a colleague that inboxed me on IG. I said, yo, it's boxing, man. It happens, man. But that was an excellent main event card. Excellent main event card. But man, what a night, man. Shout out, like I said, shout out to my team. I'll give you that Jahad Tucker interview. That interview was fire. I wish I would have had the volume up because Coach Joe Dini was in it. And Coach Joe Dini was on his Drew Dini. He had a couple, like we celebrate, man. Joe got a celebration on. I told him, you will get your wine. You will get your wine. That, what I'm saying? We won our championship. The task was done. You feel me? So yes, Joe had his wine, his cups of wine. He was feeling good, man. I was feeling good for him. And I was proud of myself because like I said, man, I've been doing this a long time. A long time. I was super proud of my guy, man. Everybody was good. That's right. Simple mathematics. See what Lord of the Rings says. Simple mathematics. Shout out to my guy, Carlos Jackson, man, from the A. First time in New York. He got the dub, too. Yeah, he saluted my daughter, man. I told you, like, Coach Reem stole the night, man. Coach Reem knows everybody, man. Coach Reem really knows everybody, man. Yeah, man. He was. Facts of life. He says, y'all remember when Josue was shitting on Julian Rodriguez when he lost to Pedraza? Yes, it is. Karma is a motherfucker. But, yo, the quiet assassin, that's what I was calling Jose Zepeda, man. Yo, dude was confident, man. He told them, but people wasn't paying attention, man. You got to pay attention to these fighters' body language. Later for all the antics and all of the others, the hoorah shit, man. You got to pay attention to these fighters that be locked in and are confident with their ability. The man was saying a lot of stuff that was going over people's heads. He told the man, you're ranked 54. There's levels. Word, there's levels. He told him there's levels. Not taking nothing away from Josue is a good young fighter, but just like he told him there's levels. You're trying to jump too fast. Well, he'd never discredit the kid. All he told him was there's levels. You might be moving too fast, man. You trying to go to level 7 and you still didn't get to level 3, 4, and 5. That's all he was telling them. But see, a lot of y'all, most of y'all, all of y'all not boxing people. So certain phrases go right over your head. Go right over your head. I was like, yo, and then when I got to actually talk to him, that's why I love what I do. You know, see, a lot of people can't do what I do. I love what I do. There's no difference between me, Mark Kriegel, Timothy Bradley, all these other upper echelon guys. See, I don't even compare myself to these YouTube motherfuckers, man. When it comes to a lot of these YouTube motherfuckers later for what they do, they views and all that, I be on my shit with them. I be on my puffy. Like, give me Dre. Where is Dre? I want Dre. These YouTube dudes are nobodies to me. And I will tell them that to their face because they don't do what I do. They get on here and make up shit, change narratives. I actually talk to the fighters. I actually, shout out to my company, my daughter's company. We are the hottest in the game. I actually do the same thing that Timothy Bradley, Mark Kriegel, all these big time ESPN people, these big time Showtime people do as far as conducting fighter meetings. Because that's what I did this week. And I actually brought my daughter along to show her how her business is ran. If you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit. Yes, I'm the shit. I brought my daughters along, right? And they seen how their company is run. So when the baton is passed on to them, they know how to conduct interviews. They know how to set up fighter meetings, etc., etc. If you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit. Yes, I'm the shit. He says he done Jose is done. He gonna be used as lunch meat. Look how they did Frank. Nah, don't say that, E, man. He's young, man. He's young, yo. He's young. He can bounce back, man. He just gotta, sometimes you gotta get people away from you, man. Like Jose Zepeda said, man. At the end of the day, it's good to have a strong team, but you gotta get the Johnny come latelys and the hang-arounds away from you, because they be the ones that get you beat up. Because at the end of the day, it's you in that ring. You gotta fight. You need a strong team around you, like as far as coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like strength and conditioning, boxing coaches, nutritionists, people like that that's helping the product. Because the actual fighter is the product. You don't need somebody around that's like, yo, let's go here, let's go there. Nah, for what? Do you see these fighters that have that? And I'm gonna use this dude since I've been on this bump all day. Earl Spence has a lot of that around him. He has a lot of people around him that what purpose do they serve? Y'all talked about me, so now it's my turn now. I told y'all I was coming back. Now it's my turn, man. Now it's my turn. Y'all talked about me a lot on me. Now it's my turn. I can name right off bat at least 5 people that are around you that post pictures with you, that just do all kind of shit. They serve no boxing purpose. And that's why you're in the predicament that you're in now. That's why the people that's around your team, everything in a second, watch how much shit starts coming to the light about that whole camp, that whole team. And I'm talking about all of them, the Charlos, the Spence, Derrick James, all of them. Watch how everything just starts to come to the light. Everything starts to come to the light, man. Because like I said, man, a lot of shit is not, like I said, it's basura. It's trash, man. The only bounce back he's doing is when he gets yo, he is raw, man. Yo, you gotta get a podcast, man. Yo, I'm telling you, you do good, man, because you're raw, man. You're what the game's been missing. You are raw, brother. He's raw the whole oh man. Oh man. Who knows how to show these fighters how to adjust when things go wrong? There's not a lot of them out there, man. I'm telling you, there's fitness instructors, man. That's why fighters be getting broke up the way they get broke up, man. They don't be having mathematicians, man. They don't have actual teachers no more. It's just guys that Like I call him the Johnny Come Latelys. But man, New York boxing. I was in there, man. He alluded to it early on the other podcast. New York boxing is what it is right now. It's a lot of hype jobs, man. Hot air balloons, like I like to call them. A lot of hot air balloons, man. You know, hot air balloons. You know what a hot air balloon is? AKA the big bad wolf. When I huff and puff and blow your house down. Because when they get in that ring, man, listen, it was a lot of New York fighters on that card. I don't know if everybody actually watched it, but man, thank God for Jihad Tucker, man. And I'm not even saying this. I'm gonna call this now as a actual spectator and just not even put myself as far as being a team member and what I do, right? If Top Rank and the good people over there at ESPN didn't upgrade my seats because of my daughter, I was going to maneuver around the Hula Theater. If you ever been to the fights with me, you know how I carry it. Like I can always have excellent seats close to the floor, but I like to be in the mix. When I say the mix, I want to be around the people that's, actual fight fans that go there to get their beer, they get their drink on, and they actually love fighting. Those are the people that I like to, pick their brains, interview them, throw the camera on them. That's what I was going to do. I was going to be like, yo, what you thought of Jihad Tucker, such and such, whoopty whoop, gathering footage. See, I'm giving y'all free jumps tonight. You goof tuber, you weirdos, you guys that narrative pushers. If you really want to be media, this is what you need to do. Fuck doing this right here, getting on your YouTube channel, lying, making up stories. No, actually start going to these fights. Pull your phone out. There's nothing wrong with being on your phone. We all got to start somewhere. Pull your phone out. You're in an arena, a facility, whatever it is. Even if you go into the local shits at the gymnasiums, pull your phone out and talk to the roots, the grassroots, yes, the everyday people. The everyday people. That's why these goof tubers, these weirdos, they can't figure me out. They can't understand me. You know why? Listen, I'm in the mix. I'm in the mix, man. And so are my children. That's why I get the respect that I get from the masses, the people, because they see me out there on the front lines. They see me out there on the front lines. My daughter's a big time celebrity. Yes, and they always talk about I ride waves. No, I rode my daughter's waves. Yes, young, my baby girl, 5 years old. She's a celebrity. Do you know how many fighters really know her? For real. So I just sit back and be like the proud father that I am, because I remember the days of sitting on the couch with her when we was living. Well, she's not a project baby. On the side is because when Narina was born, we had closed on the home. We had closed on the home by the time Narina was born. Nasai was the last of the project babies, apartment babies, whatever you want to call them. Narina, when we was, like I said, she's 5 years old. I've been in my home for 8 years. So Narina really never got a taste of that. But she got a taste of early in the game when she was a baby and young. And there was fights. As a father, man, I have to make sacrifices. So I couldn't go to the fights, but she would be on my chest. Me putting her to sleep, putting her down, changing her diapers. Watching the fights that I would actually been able to go to. But as a man taking care of my responsibilities, I couldn't, because I have newborns and young kids to take care of. So I'm taking care of them, but we always would watch the fights. Now, as she got older, I didn't use that as an excuse. 2 years old or whatever the case may be, I get my babies together in the strollers. I'm hitting up Gleason's gym. These are real stories. That's why these people know me and respect me. I'm hitting up Gleason's, Mendez, the city. I'm doing the city tour. I'm from Long Island, though. I ripped the island proudly. But I'm going to the city, seeing who's shaking, who the fighters are. Right? This is early in the game with my babies, interviewing coaches, interviewing fighters, all that, right? Mark Breland. That's why I know Mark Breland's a solid, great guy, man. Now my babies are a little older. Now I know somewhat of the format, the game plan. I have fighters that I know that are good fighters. I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, don't worry, it's gonna happen for us. I know some people. Fast forward, it's happening for us. See Jihad Tug, bright lights in the big city. But this was all years and years in the making. Years and years in the making. And just to sit back yesterday. Yesterday was the first fight that I attended in New York City. And for my daughter, my youngest daughter, 5 years old, to control the building. That's what she basically did. She controlled the building. They came and gave us front row seats because they said they was watching her jump around, yell out instructions to fighters, and just have a good time. So they had to just give the tickets to her. And today she came back and she told her sister, her older sister, yes, her older sister, they are 3 years apart. She told her older sister, she said, see, you should have came to work last night. You would have been a star with me in the front row. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up, man. Facts, you can't, man. Oh, man. Man, you can't, man. God is good, man. But yes, I was just taking that in last night. I was in man, especially on the train ride home with me and Killer K, man. I just took all that in. Like I was telling K, man, like Marina was on my arm sleeping, and I was telling K, I was like, yo, man, she stole the show tonight. I was like, I just sat back and I was like, I was amazed, man. I said, everything happens for a reason. I rode her wave. Motherfuckers always talking about I was riding that wave, trying to be famous and all that. Nigga, my daughter's more famous than you, Jack. What you talking about, man? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. The ring girl, yeah, it wasn't nobody that, like, I'm telling you, everybody that is somebody. Shout out to Stitch Duran. Do you know Jacob Stitch Duran, legendary cut man? He done worked with everybody. Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson, Zab, you just run off names. He came over to my daughter. Like, see, but I wasn't. That's my daughter, so I didn't get starstruck. And like I said, I've been interviewing these guys forever. But if I was one of these old starstruck person, I would have took my phone out every time somebody came over to my daughter and acknowledged her or gave her a candy or something and recorded all that. But I didn't, man. I just sat back and just soaked up all the moments like a proud father. Because I remember, having her, watching fights, just having her, just planting that seed in her and just see it manifest at the Mecca of all places. Not the Barclays Center. No disrespect to the Barclays Center. But the Barclays Center is new. It's gaining its history. But the Mecca, the Hula Theater, the MSG, that arena, that building, there's so much history in there. But hey, what do I know? If you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit. Yes, I'm the shit, man. I believed it, received it, and we went out and got it, man. But like I said, shout out to Jihad Tucker. Hopefully Lefty Guns. I want to speak on Lefty Guns a little bit, man. He got what some would say, a in-house special. You're like, damn, so what's the in-house special? He got a gift, man. They called that fight a draw. He didn't look good, man. He didn't look good, man. He's a guy with a movement, like a local movement. I say local as far as like New York behind him. He just didn't look good, man. He didn't look good, man. A lot of the New York fighters, they didn't look that good, man. Jihad Tucker looked phenomenal, man. And when I got home and I was able to listen to the actual broadcast and to hear Timothy Bradley, because me and Timothy Bradley, right? I remember being in Vegas at the Bubble, man. Timothy Bradley, that's Bradley though, man. Bradley is like the fighting meetings and all that. He was like, it was like he was just to see him finally give Jihad his props, man. Because like I said, Bradley was on him a couple times, man. You could watch the telecast. Bradley was definitely on Jihad. You know, he's a hard critic of him, but yesterday, man, he dapped him up. He he gave him his props, man. Cause he's seen it, man. I'm telling you, Jihad is gonna be special, man. He's still 18. He's just really scratching the surface of what he could really become and do. You know, I just like I said, man, I can't wait to see him at 21, man. That he's still 18, man. Like a lot of these, look at Boots Ennis, right? Let me go back to Boots. Boots is coming into his Boots is 24. 24 years old, man. He got, listen, man. I'm gonna say these dudes are scared to say it. Yo, he got these top guys a little nervous, man. He got these. Yo, Earl Spence hasn't tweeted nothing. Granted, happy birthday to his young son. You know, I think he's the third, or Dallas, the third. But he had a birthday, so you know, happy birthday to little man. But yo, Earl Spence, yeah, he gets hit too much, but that's boxing. Everybody gets hit in boxing. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, they don't want to fight him, man. I know you don't want to give him his props yet. They don't want to fight dude, man. I'm telling you. This boxing shit been watered down. They don't want to fight him. Boots catches a lot of shots. That's how his father trains him to catch shots. He slips and rolls shit, but he likes to catch. And that's classic Philadelphia too. Philadelphia fighters, they love to catch shots. Because one thing about catching shots, I'm gonna give y'all a nice teacher nugget. When you catch shots, it's easy to counter, but you got to be able to catch them. Man, nah, I'm telling you, yo, man, he's not ready for who? He might not be ready for Bud. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Listen, if he would have went, you look at E. He said he's not ready. He took Thomas DeLorme out in the first round. So just imagine he didn't do that. With the narrative would have been on him. With the narrative would have been on him, man. That's why I said this with boxing now, you can't win. You can't win. Boxing is basically what it is. Like, it's a waiting game now. It's a waiting game. The days of the 21-year-old champions, 20-year-old champions like Mike Tyson is over, yo. Now it's like, yeah, see what you just said? He don't have the following for Bud or what's now. I'm gonna tell you this. He don't have the following, but I have yet to see somebody of a Magic Johnson caliber tweet about some of these fighters. They tweeted about him. He's not a world champion yet. He's not a world champion, but Magic Johnson said he's going to be a world champion. Yeah, that's a fact. You hit it right there. This is the actual statement right there. The risk don't match the reward. But in boxing, at the end of the day, there is no such thing as that no more, man. That's why Jake Paul and them took over. That's why Jake Paul is a more active fighter than some of these guys' favorite fighter. Jake Paul is about to do what? He's about to fight Tommy Fury on pay-per-view. This is his second pay-per-view in what, 6 months? When did he just fight Tyron Woodley? Yo, he's killing this shit, man. You know how he's killing it? Because these boxers aren't fighting. These boxers are getting too gassed up off of social media and things like this, right? Like what you just said. Following. They thinking they following. See, that what you just said right here, you hit the hammer on the nail, E. These boxers, right, are so caught up on followings, right? That's the blueprint that's laid out. So guys like Jake Paul said, oh, all I have to do is have a lot of followers and following, and I could be bigger than these boxers, not skills, not actual boxing. And that's what's up. And you see these narrative pushers, y'all love pushing narratives. Push that narrative. You see, nobody don't want to push that narrative. This is all truth. You guys are part of the problem too, because you hype these fighters up, right? You hype these fighters up. You have these fighters thinking they are bigger than what they actually are. And the guys that are really big with the shit that you are hyping these fighters up to be, as far as followers, algorithms, and all that, Say, oh man, this is easy. We could take this shit over. And that's what you see going on right now. Like I said, man, Jake Paul, the YouTuber, the one that catches hella flack for disrespecting the game, is more active than your favorite fighter, man. That's what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You can't dispute the facts, man. He's going on his third pay-per-view, his second in less than 2 months. Your favorite fighter that you love to praise and worship like a god has had one fight in the last 3 years. One fight come December in the last 3 years. Come on, man. You guys are goofy, man. Not only are you goofy, you push narratives and you got to keep changing your narratives. Like I watched the video today. Like I actually had time to catch up on a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm not gonna stay on too long because I want to catch up on more videos. But I watched a dude, right? Like these dudes don't even realize what they be saying. Like you guys are just dickheads. Yeah, I gotta call y'all what y'all are. Dickheads, full of cum. You're dumb. This one dude did a whole video talking about Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather's relationship, and now how Tank is ready to be a boss. Like, dude, he been had GTT, whatever it's called, promotions. Like, all these dudes have promotion companies, but they're not actual bosses. And then the dude had the nerve to talk about Al Heyman. And listen, man, Al Heyman and Mayweather are partners. This dude actually was, man, that's why you can't listen to these narrative dudes, man. These narrative dudes, not only do they not cover fights, they just make shit up. Like, dog, are you actually at a fight? Do you know anybody, a matchmaker? Do you know a actual boxing man? You're like, I'm not even talking about big time managers. Do you know an actual boxing manager? Do you know an actual promoter? It don't have to be a Bob Arum. It don't have to be a Eddie Hearns. Because there are other smaller promoters. Like, you know what these dumb dickheads don't even realize is, right? An actual card, a big time card. Yeah, you have the big time promoters, but there are smaller promoters on that card that have their fighters on that card too. You guys just think all the fighters that fight on a PBC card or a top rank card or top rank and PBC fighters. No, they're not. There's other small time promoters that have their fighters on those cards. But you dickheads, especially you narrative pushers, don't know nothing. I gotta get on my Roger Mayweather. Man, you motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing, man. Damn sure don't, because your narratives you push, you guys just say that a motherfucking fitness instructor. That's why I have my man Champ 5 laughing. I said he's a fucking fitness instructor, man. You guys sit up here and tell and push the narrative that a fitness instructor is the best coach in the world. Meanwhile, the motherfucker steals fighters. You know? So he's no more than a common thief. I know a lot of good trainers, teachers that were great coaches, and because they don't have the connections or the political power, their fighters get taken from them, and then their fighters get placed with. No, I gotta throw this guy's name out there, like a Freddie Roach, a household name. Jeff, like what I like to call with the Source, because you know the Source does his own thing. A Jeff Johnson. You ever seen a distinguished gentleman? A Jeff Johnson, a name you know. You know, a guy that you won't know, that he might be in a hole in the wall gym, but he's a hell of a trainer. You know, he's a hell of a trainer, but he just doesn't have the Jeff Johnson effect, the name that you know. Look what happened to Lube and Charlo, smoked the shit out of him. Great hype and not more PBC shit. They pushing dudes before they too ready. Dude wasn't ready, man. He was green, and I was rooting for him because at the time I didn't like Charlo. I still don't like him, but at the time I was like, see, I could admit shit because I'm a man. They're disrespectful. I got that chump's wallet back for him, and he had the nerve to try to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dude, man, if I was a greaseball, if I was anything that you guys always try to depict it and set me up, I would have made you pay me for your wallet. Or I'd have made you pay me for your wallet. But no, me being who I am, righteous and honorable, I just gave it back to you. And look at my karma now. I'm a household name. And you guys are just lame. Facts. Word, facts, man. See, people don't understand. They be thinking money. Money is not everything. Your name is. Because for all that money you have, you would have came in. You would have came into the Hula Theater last night and would have had to walk around with security. You'd have had to walk around with security. You know, for all your money you had. And look at me. I was in the Hula Theater with my daughter. No security. But I had look at the videos of the Western. I had on expensive jewelry, but we're humble. I wasn't scared to be in there. Yeah, you'll wear a piece of jewelry. I've been around you, and you'll be scared to death. So why wear it, sucker? That's for another podcast. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it, man. But back to the topic at hand, man. As long as you are winning, like Lord of the Rings said, your phone will keep on ringing. Shout out to all the winners, man. Like I want to see what happens for Jose Cepeda. I seen Hank Lundy jumped on his bump a little bit. That was a great fight, man. That was a great fight. Damn, Josue called Hank Lundy a grandfather, man. A grandfather took him the distance, dropped him. Oh man, it's levels, man. I wonder if Hank Lundy, listen, that did raise Hank Lundy's that did raise Hank Lundy's profile, man. Hank might get a fight, man. For real, man. Cause the young boy had hype, man. He had he had a buzz, man. Yeah, he got clipped in the first round, man. Hank Lundy gave Zepeda a fight, man. Gave him a fight, man. Shout out to Hank, man. I might have to reach out to Hank, man. Hank is always good for the platform. Man. He comes with a lot of energy, aggression. Well, I might have to hit Hank up, man. Get Hank back on the channel, man. Man. I see they got other things going on tonight too, man. These dudes, man. Man, YouTube is just too much, man. I like to enjoy for what it is. YouTube for me right now, right? Because like I said, I don't really watch too much TV like that. If it's not boxing videos or just breaking down other fighter styles and stuff, I don't really watch too much TV. You know what my reality TV is? YouTube. Like I said, I'm into a lot of the networking channels because these dudes are like, they're mind blowing to me, man. They get on here, they get their little cult following and they go in, man. But like I said, when I see these guys in real life, especially the ones that call themselves boxing media, they can't even conduct an interview. They can't, man. They can't, man. You know why they can't? Because I'm telling you, when you actually do this, right, but you are quote unquote media and you get media credentials, it kind of fucks you up. I'm gonna tell you. That's why I was telling my guys last night before we left out. And I was gonna interview Carlos Jackson, but we had to get on that train, man. Because if you know anything about the LIRR, how it runs, if you miss a train at a certain time, especially in the overnight hours, man, you might be sitting around to damn near 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I had to get that train, right? But Carlos Jackson was in the lobby when I got off the elevator. And he was being interviewed by a guy that got media credentials that does interviews. And I said it, right? He was interviewing him, but he see how Carlos gave it up to me coming out. And Coach Reen went over there. I don't know what she said to him. Coach Reen is a celebrity. Coach Reen went over to him in the middle of his interview, and I seen him dap Coach Reen. So Coach Reen had her little words with him, and then we skipped out or whatever. But I know he wanted me to interview him, man. But I'll link with him again. Definitely link with him again. But congratulations to him, man. And then me and Killer K. Yeah, be on the lookout for Killer K. He's another one of the sauce packs. I'm telling you, man. We got the spices over here, man. But hey, what do I know? We got the spices, man. We got fighters, man. Jahad Tucker was just the headliner. He was just the headliner, man. Jahad was the one that's he was what we call the BIG. He kicked in the door waving the 4-4, man. And we got little Marley Tucker. Marley Tucker is 12 years old. It's currently a bidding war. That's why he's known as $1 Million Marley. It is a bidding war. Wouldn't you like to know what that is? Yes, if you smell something stinking, it's me because I'm the shit. Yes, man. But thank y'all, man. I had to give y'all this, man, because like I said, I was lacking, but I was actually really working. So I didn't give you a podcast Friday. That's why I gave you this one right now, 12 o'clock. We will be back on regular scheduled time. I think tomorrow's topic is going to be this right here. He's ranked number 3 in the IBF. Virgil Ortiz is ranked number 1 in the WBC. Eve hit the hammer on the nail. These two guys, they don't have the following for Bud or Earl, but now they are actually being pushed up into the rankings. But I'll tell you what, Virgil Ortiz might not have the following, but that is a Texas shootout. We seen what Earl Spence did with Mikey Garcia as far as pulling in the Latino crowd, the Mexicans in Texas, to Jerry's World. Virgil Ortiz is from Texas. Earl Spence is from Texas, Dallas. That is an all Dallas shootout. But is Earl Spence up to the task? Virgil Ortiz is green to me. But we all know Earl Spence, a lot of stuff that he has been doing. These people don't like to speak about it because they're in denial. A lot of stuff that he has been doing outside the ring has caught up to him. You get the narrative pushers on here that want to push the videos and make it seem like he lives a straight, narrow life. But he doesn't. He doesn't. It's very well documented. It's very well documented. But if you listen to these narrative pushers, they want to make him seem like he is so focused and locked in on boxing when he really actually isn't. And it shows. But like I said, he's been putting in his pain since he was 16 years old. What is he now, 30-something? Oh, man, see, that's what I was just getting to, Lord. I'm going to leave your comment up there, and I'm not even going to speak on it. I just said he's been fighting since he was 16. He has acquired a nice sum of money. He wants to live. He wants to indulge. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But like I was saying earlier, if that's what you want to do, get out of the castle. Relinquish the throne, the quote-unquote throne that the narrative pushers want to place you on. Heavy is the crown. Heavy is he who dons the crown. Kings lose crowns. Maybe you don't want to rock the crown no more. Or maybe you never wanted to rock the crown. I have to wait and see, though. But I know, listen, Virgil was green in the aspects of an Earl Spence fight, right? But going back to what E said, they don't match the reward. Virgil Ortiz would definitely match the reward because he would have a whole brown Mexican crowd with him. That'd be a Dallas shootout. And I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones loves money. Jerry Jones will put on for that because they will do massive numbers at Jerry's World. Massive numbers. And that's an in-house, when I say in-house, not promotional wise, but that is an in-house Texas shootout. See, these narrative pushers not going to push that because they don't know nothing. Like I tell you, all they know is the lies and the speculations and narratives they want to push. Getting back to what my man right here said, the risk don't match the reward. Well, the risk and the Virgil Ortiz fight matches the reward if that fight is done in Dallas, Texas. Boots Ennis, on the other hand, not really. You know why? It's just like he said the following, but with Magic Johnson tweeting him, that's a good step in the right direction. With Michael Jordan somewhat about to sponsor and endorse him, that is another good move in the right direction. With he just got to get the narrative pushers on board. And it's kind of hard to get the narrative pushers on the board because the narrative pushers are whores. They want to be paid. Instead of them just doing what they do out of the love or what they quote unquote call themselves media, they want to get paid for their narratives. But see, when you get paid for your narratives and then your fighter turns into a kappa or like what's the name says right here, Lord of the Rings alluded to, somebody that might not want to fight no more, your narratives got to switch. You can't keep like I'm gonna tell you, it's a couple names. I'm gonna name them right now. Ellie Setback is looking crazy. If you're a real actual boxing support, he's looking crazy because here it is. Right, I'm about to close out on this, man, because I want to get into some other stuff right now. I'm wide awake, man. It's almost 1 o'clock. I want to watch some stuff while I have a somewhat of a quiet home. Everybody is asleep. But here's why Ellie Setback is Basuda, right? Ellie Setback, 2 fighters that the last week and a half, 2 weeks, well, we can have a couple days that he praised, put on a pedestal as superstars, whoopty whoopty whoop. Javante Davis, rising superstar, pound for pound, one of the hottest boxers, whoopty whoop, all that, his narrative that he puts. Tank Davis comes out yesterday and has a meltdown, a breakdown. Now he wants to be a killer, a thug. He's done boxing. Don't talk to this. You got people putting their own narratives down on what he was saying and speculating to. That's one. But this dude, Setback, just praised him, put him on a pedestal. Do you see the contradictions in the 2 narratives? Earl Spence. This dude just praised Earl Spence the other day. I told you, I do research with this. So I actually had a chance to sit down now and watch what was going on with the big time narrative pushes push. This dude did a video too on his IG page praising Earl Spence. Whoopty whoop, whoopty whoop. Going, man. I was in a gym, he trained and he had a heavy bag for 2 hours straight. That's the narrative he pushed. Booth Ennis just called him out, man. Booth Ennis just called him out by name. See, this source is going over your head. But you have the narrative pushers portraying these fighters, exalting these fighters as gods. But the narratives that they push for these fighters, the fighters don't even actually add up to that. And for whatever reason, maybe like Lord of the Rings just said, maybe they don't want to fight no more. Tank Davis just had a breakdown. He just said he don't want to fight no more. He's going to be a gangster. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But I'll tell you what. There are some fighters out there that want to fight and continue to fight. And that is the ones that we need to get behind and support. Josue Vargas, man, hold your head, man. You can always bounce back, young brother.
What's up, guys? I'm Josue Vargas, fighting tomorrow night, Saturday, October 30th, against Melissa Peda. Shout out to Source Talk Podcast. Stay tuned.
Yo, man, it's your hot Tucker, man. The real GOAT, LeBron Donner the game, man. Shout out to the Source Talk Podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shot. If you ain't know, now you know. Hear about it.
Screw you. That's right. Yes. Shout out to Jahad Tucker, man. And fellas, man, we're going to have a little fun with it, man. Shout out to all the narrative pushers, man. This fight week, we came, we saw, we conquered. This is how I have your favorite GoofTuber, YouTuber, narrative pusher looking.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me.